Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Third down play from the gun. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big fourth downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. Fourth down, no problem.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Might be changing the route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it in the middle. It's gone. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Another incompletion on third down. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A long way to go on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Touchdown! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, set the tone, make it a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll keep it on the ground. Spins away from the defense. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The sure hands, it's Williams. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From their own 25-yard line. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
They punted away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. Gonna run it. It's Love. Finds a little space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
He'll ride his man on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic.
There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the 1st down.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Now the toss. Sweet cut there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run. The tag, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Tigers will go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. It's Brown. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Pauling. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Works the middle. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Now the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Let's go.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good.
Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Haynes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Quick release on the RPO. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Gets it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. What a cut. Now he's loose. It's a running room. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Man, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
This drive will open from the 15. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And at this point of the game, we just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Price. There he goes. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Price. He's up, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And this almost feels like a free play on second and inches. Three wide receivers to the right. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Clemson.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Price. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
And this offense, man, it's just been one of those days. And they're not going to want to watch the tape, but they haven't put up a bunch of points. They're getting scored on a lot. It's one of those days you want to forget, and adding a drop to the tally is just a cherry on the sundae.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen.
Breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He might want another play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking down the middle. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, as a defense, you're you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Oh, they're after him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
2-9 Philly.
They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with the lone back. Turning it on. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn.
Running free. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
He'll set up to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Randall. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Carr. Going downfield for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Pauly. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard.
It's a fake. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. The Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. So now things a bit harder after that delay of game penalty, and now you got to worry about getting it out of the shadow of your own goalpost. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man. There he goes. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous play.